All right, last week I was speaking about the 8 levels of thinking and how if you understand that technology, it would improve you as a business owner and improve you as a leader. So when I say 8 levels of thinking is I'm talking about a technology called spiral dynamics. So let me just do a quick recap and then I'm going to talk about how you can accelerate the development of those 8 levels of thinking. So the 30,000 foot view is with spiral dynamics. There's these 8 levels of thinking, and you're on this continuum of at level thinking system number 1. You're at this end of the continuum that is closer to where you're more egocentric. It's called survival, level 1. It's not very complex. It's only you're worried about just survival. At the complete other end of the spectrum or continuum, you have what we call awakened soul. Think of like Dalai Lama. It's more spirit-centric. You have a higher level of consciousness. You can deal with more complex issues. So that's that's the spectrum. So today, what we're going to do is I'm going to talk about how to accelerate your growth in those thinking systems so again that you become a better business owner. Now, what can happen is the challenge in life is that if you did nothing, if you didn't follow through with any of the recommendations I had today, for some of you or several of you would automatically grow in your thinking system, because what happens, there's different things that happen in life that force people to move out of one thinking system so they can deal with the issues in front of them that they'll need to move in those thinking systems. The challenge with allowing or having life force you to move your thinking system, it takes forever. And my guess is many of you who are listening to this are achievers. And you're like, heck no, I'm not going to wait around for life to dictate how quick I accelerate my thinking system. There's a practice that you could develop that you can choose how quickly you accelerate it. So basically what I would say is the way you can accelerate it is something very basic and simple, yet I know many of you avoid doing. And the practice that will help you accelerate your thinking systems is called meditation. Now I know many of you go, oh no, not meditation. There's no way I can sit down. It's like, that's for, these other people that are sort of, out there. No, meditation, it definitely will help you grow your thinking systems. And the way it helps is because meditation will help slow your thinking down, quiet your mind. And if you don't quiet your mind, what you find is you will consistently run the same patterns. That if you don't quiet your mind, your perspective is more narrow. If you don't quiet your mind, you stay stuck in the mind. And the problem is when you're stuck in the mind, it tends to be more skeptical, more pessimistic, more negative. And as I've already mentioned, you stay in the same patterns. And so if you stay in the same patterns, it's almost impossible to move into these higher levels of thinking where you will be a better leader, better business owner, and can deal with more complex issues. So the key is, taking the time and being consistent with it. Now, I know for a lot of you, though, have attempted meditation and found it very difficult to stay focused and it drove you crazy. So the other recommendation I have is a technology that I use is called Nucalm, Nucalm, and I referenced it on a past live stream that I did, and it's just one of my favorite tools. And the benefit of using Nucalm, it's instantly within 1 or 2 times of using it, you get the benefit of being, and they have the science to back it up, you get the benefit of like you've been meditating for 20 years for several hours a day. And there's other benefits to it as well, as far as your health, mindset, a bunch of other things. But in doing this, it's cultivating an ability to pull you out of your mind. And that's so key in developing those higher levels of thinking systems. So what I would say is, whichever way you choose, whether you decide to do meditation or whether you do NuCalm, the key is consistency, that you've got to make it a practice of at least 20 minutes a day. Now, if you journal it, you will definitely see the benefits. So you don't have to take my word for it. If you journal it, you're going to see that you have a much more global perspective. You will come up with new innovative ideas, and you'll be, again, a more powerful business leader, and it will just work great. Anyway, I look forward to my next live stream this week. Thank you.